All right, Shalom. Like to say, Ka Allah, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rakah Kadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to all you brothers teaching in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe, underneath the standard and the banner of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. All right, and I just want to go into it briefly, since it's on my mind. Ezekiel 9:4, and the righteous benefits, all right, I just say, of having that mark of exemption, okay, because when you look at it spiritually, Satan is adverse to the Bible, so he has his mark as well. And that's Revelations 13, okay, where you have to trust in him, all right? As you read in the scriptures, there's many scriptures, and one that comes to mind is where it says they put their trust into Egypt. They go down to Egypt and ask. Let's just get it. So I looked up the scripture, and it's a couple. I'm just going to go into it slow. This is Isaiah 30:2. It says that walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. All right. And that's what our people are going to do at that time where the calamity of famine comes upon them. All right. They're definitely going to trust in the hand of Pharaoh. All right. They're going to get chipped up, man. All right. And we was going into this a little bit last night, man. All right. And I'm going to read Ezekiel 9:4 at the end of all this. Okay. But you got to know that Revelation 13 is the primary factor of our people getting ready to take it, because their mind is only based on tangible things. Okay. They can't see the kingdom of heaven coming. They can perceive that there will be any other government set up after this government falls. Okay. And the first chipping away of this government falling is this economy system. And once this economy system goes, what's going to happen is, they're going to try to reintroduce, or possibly before it goes, they're going to try to introduce this RFID chip to our people. And Isaiah 32, it says that they're gonna trust in Egypt more than the Most High. All right. Isaiah 30:3, it says, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. Yeah, and that's what's dead set in this place called Babylon the Great, is confusion, man. So the more you trust on him, the more confused this place is going to get to you, okay? Because one way that confusion is going to set in with the help of that RFID chip is them cutting you off, okay? Let's say you're not able to pay a bill or whatever, and guess what? That chip is going to then, let's say how we divide up our money now, our FRNs now, you pay whatever you want to pay on your bill, all right? But when you have this RFID chip in your hand, they're just going to take it, all right? You're not going to be able to divvy up your money to have food to eat, what have you, or, maybe pay rent and pay that bill later on, the fullness of it, or whatever however you work it now, you know what I'm saying? But this is the way that it's been for years, man. And them having total control over you through this RFID chip is your death, man. So if you get chipped, that's it for you. It's no help for you, okay? That's the end, all right? Shalaki. I just want to read down here. Let's see. When you go to Isaiah 36:6, it says, Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, wherein if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh king of Egypt to all that trust in him. Okay? And what is he to all that trust in him? Okay? It's gonna be trouble for them. All right? Because the Pharaoh is not gonna help you. It says it in the scriptures. The oppressors hold themselves not guilty, man. And that's what you're gonna see. You're gonna see that full on, man. You think that so-called white man care if you starving in this new world order system that he's trying to bring? He doesn't care. All right. So I say all that to say this: if you take that chip, there is no saving you. There will be no rest haven for you. On the other hand, if you do things the way that Ezekiel 9:4 says, all right, let's just get that, because it's going to start off as that. All right, Ezekiel 9:4. Let's get that. This is Ezekiel 9. I'll start 4. It says, And the Lord said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. All right. So the Lord, okay, is marking us with what? With this word, man. Okay. And that's the man with the inkhorn. All right. He's marking us. He's marking our minds with the word of the Holy Scriptures. All right. And it says, And to the others he said, In mine hearing, go ye after him through the city, and smite, let not your eye spare, neither have ye pity, slay elderly, old and young, both maids and little children and women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary. Then they began at the ancient men which were before the houses. Okay? Because just like it says in the scriptures, okay, you can't put new wine in old bottles. So of course it's going to start at the ancient men first. All right? So let's go back up and get that word mark real fast. All right? And it goes back into the word tawab. Okay? As you can see, H420, right? Tawab. And then it goes into desire mark, a mark as a sign of exemption from judgment. All right. So saying that, all right, this mark in Ezekiel 9:4 is the mark of exemption. All right. Let's get the mark in Revelations 13. All right. It's Revelations 13:16. It says, And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Okay. We're going to look up that word mark. All right. And it's charagma. All right. 5,480. All right. G. All right. It said the stamp or imprinted mark of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand as the badge of the followers of the Antichrist. Okay. And it's not just one Antichrist, it's many. So if you take that mark, which is the charagma mark, all right, you're an Antichrist. The mark branded upon horses, thing carved, sculpted, graven, or worked of idolatrous imagery. Okay. Images, Salaki. So if you get that mark, you're done for. All right. And I'm going to show you the benefits of having this mark. All right. 1 second. So if you get this mark, it says in Revelations 14:9, it says, And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, If any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, or Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. So you're going to mark yourself for nuclear destruction, man. Okay? All right? And let's look up this word marked in 9, verse 9, right? Well. Let's see. It's the same thing. G 5480. All right. Charagma. Just like in Revelations, the 13th chapter, verse 16. All right. Same thing. Charagma. All right. So that's the benefits of having that mark. You're going to be burned in a lake of fire. All right. So the first things first, okay, because you're marked with this mark of exemption, you're going to have, like it says in Isaiah 33, it says in wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. So the fear of the Lord is to have that mark also, okay? And that's the first thing you're going to get. Knowledge and wisdom and understanding of all these things that's going to be happening upon the earth, all right? It's the other half right here, having that marking exemption. Okay, it says, Isaiah 65:13, therefore, thus saith the Lord power, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. And who shall be hungry? The unbelievers, the one caught out there without the mark of exemption, the ones that get the mark of charagma on them, okay? Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. Okay? And that's what's going to happen. If you take the mark of charagma, you're going to howl for vexation. But if you take the mark of exemption, hey, you're going to eat, you're going to be merry, you're going to drink, you know. Another scripture is the plagues shall not come upon you, okay. It's just a litany of things, man. And then you're gonna get deemed that salvation, man. You're gonna get welcomed up in those chariots during the time of the nuclear missiles coming down and striking this place. All right, I just wanted to bring that out, man. The pros and cons of you taking that mark of the beast, and then the pros of you taking the mark of exemption. All right. So with that, I want to say, Ka'Allah, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kadash. And get ready, man, because it's coming. All right. So brothers, stay up. Shalom.